hold up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach with our friends.
This is the tree that we spend Christmas morning around with our children and our grandchildren. And I also like to decorate the 2 garlands on each side of it so that they complement it. I'm going to do a very traditional theme in this room. That's what I always do in here. But I've got a few new ideas that I want to use. I'll be using some of my old favourites, but I've bought a few new things that I'll be sort of trying out to see how they go. And we might use them in our collections next year. So come along with me as I decorate our main tree, our garlands, and then I'll put a few other bits and pieces around the lounge room.
I always start decorating my trees by creating the tree topper. On this occasion, I wanted to use some of our new ribbons. This is a beautiful velvet ribbon and a red mesh ribbon at the back. I've popped some florals at the very top to give it a little crown, and then I made 3 separate bows and position them all the way around the tree. So pretty much from whatever angle you're sitting at in our room, you're going to see one of the bows. I don't put one at the very back of the tree because that's just facing a wall. You can see here that I am nestling the ribbons into the tree, but later on I decide to sort of trim them off, and I'll show you that also. Now these are one of my new decorations this year and I am in love. They are a mirrored star, and I ended up buying 8 of the large ones and 12 of the little ones. And we're actually not stocking them this year, but I'm hoping that we'll have them for one of our next collections. I learned this year that one of the ways to get a really professional look on your tree is not to use the hanger that comes with the ornament. So in this case, particularly because they're quite heavy, I've cut the string off or cut the ribbon off that comes with them, and I've used floral wire, and it just gives me a lot more control, and I can really nestle them into the tree because I sort of want them poking out a little bit. When I'm getting my floral sprays ready to put on the tree, I tend to shape them all at the same time. And you can just see what a big difference it makes once you've actually separated out all of the greenery and got the berries all showing. They almost double in size. I ended up adding 12 of these floral picks to the tree and positioned them right throughout the tree so it looked really balanced. Another one of my favourite ornaments this year are these jewels. How gorgeous are they? Burgundy and amber. Got 2 different shapes and they're just so glamorous. I've also added some shatterproof gold baubles with a bit of a mercury finish, and also the velvet baubles. Again, I've cut the hanger off and I've used floral wire to position them onto the tree so I can get them right on the tips and they won't droop. These velvet baubles I actually made a couple of years ago, and we've got an article on our blog explaining how to do them. They're a lot of fun and an easy project that you can do just while you're watching TV or something. Do them in any colours that you like. Again, shaping all my florals, I do them all at the same time because I just find it saves me a lot of time if I've just got them ready to go, and then I position them throughout the tree. I've used a lovely ivory poinsettia, and then I've used some burgundy and some forest green magnolias. My feature ornaments on the very tips of the tree include these beautiful crystal wreaths and the burgundy and champagne finials. I absolutely love finials. I think they're one of the most elegant decorations. I just love the way that, if you use the floral wire and you get them right on the tip of the branches, they just drop down and look gorgeous. So to make sure that my garland coordinates well, I'm using the same elements that I used in the tree. So you can see on each of the garlands I've got a center point, and I'll put a bow in the middle there to highlight that. I've used the floral picks, 3 on each side, and shaped them out so that they're going from the middle out to the edges. And to give the garland a really glamorous feel, I have these glass bead garlands, which I absolutely love, and they're in the perfect colours. These set of shelves were custom built last year, and I really loved decorating them for Christmas last year, and I'm using pretty much the same elements, a few added new things, but I can't go past my antique gold bird cages, my beautiful Santas, and I've got burgundy glass trees. I like to use a variety of heights. Sometimes I use books, other times I'll use another ornament just to lift things up a little bit and make them a bit more interesting. I play around with this for probably a good hour or so, just getting the things where I want them, moving things around. Sometimes I don't get it exactly as I wanted the first time around, and I may come in and play with it again. But you can see here I'm adding a couple of stars, again because I want it to coordinate with the tree. Simple things like a glittery Christmas bauble can just be a perfect touch as well. It doesn't have to be expensive and complicated. Just a pop of colour and a pop of sparkle is all you need. Now to finish off my day decorating, I wanted to create a centrepiece for the table. First I started to play around with a couple of swags that I'd made last year for some lanterns, and I was adding some of my new floral sprays to them. But it was just a little bit bulky. It wasn't what I wanted, so I went back to something very simple. I used some of the floral sprays that I'd used on the tree and in the garlands, and then I just added some of the flowers that I put in the tree topper and pretty much made a garland going down the centre of the table. When it's all finished, I add a bow right to the middle, again using the coordinating ribbon so everything ties in nicely. When I give you the final room overview, you'll see that I've added some candles in some very elegant candle holders to the centrepiece, and I've taken one of those over onto a side table. To finish the room off, I've added a few other decorations that coordinate well with everything else that's going on in the space, including my personalised baubles, which this year I ended up putting on a gold twig tree. These baubles have the name of all of our children and our grandchildren, and it's just a beautiful way for us to feel the spirit of Christmas as a family in our home each year. Now, if you love Christmas decorating, I think you'll love our Celebration Central community on Facebook. It's a great place with very supportive and friendly members who share loads of ideas. I host weekly lives as well as giveaways and exclusive member-only specials to our 2 online stores, the Christmas Cart and Gifts and Keepsakes. I would love to get to know you over there. Until then, remember, life is meant to be celebrated.